Bonjour, Montreal. Good morning, Canada. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Devo Brown here with you. And the average household, I'm not sure if you knew this, but wastes up to about 300 pounds of food annually, with fruits and veggies accounting for about 45% of this food waste in Canada. That is a wild stat and not good. So best-selling author of Prairie and food writer Dan Clapson joining us right now, coming in from Saskatoon to tell us all about it. Good morning, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us. And that is, I know that I'm one of those people because household of one. So you're like, okay, you're gonna buy produce, but you don't want to buy too much
Can't
because
buy like
it's
2 blueberries or something. You have to buy
right,
the whole carton.
and you don't want to worry about waste. So you have some ways for us to make sure that's not happening.
Absolutely. So whether you're growing at home or buying in-season produce at the farmers market or grocery store, you want to make the most of it. So I'm a huge fan of quick pickling and macerating different things. So I just sort of have a few examples of that all across the board here, and just to kind of hopefully inspire people to get creative at home.
Okay, so quick pickling, for someone who's never done it, what do we need to do? What ingredients do we need to
This is
kind
good,
of
like bachelor pickling,
this is
actually.
amazing. Yeah, this is awesome.
Because you don't want to like make 12 big jars of pickles. That can be kind of labor intensive.
Right.
So what I've done here is I've quick pickled a few different fruits and vegetables. So over here is pickled wild Canadian blueberries. And when I live in Western Canada, the wild blueberries are harder to find, but here they're in season, which is great. So all quick pickling is a mixture of white vinegar, water, and then salt and sugar, and then spices of choice. So you can use pickling spices, bay leaf, cinnamon, anything that really adds an aromatic and flavor to it. And then once that's boiling, you just dump it over top of the fruit or the produce, and it pickles it instantly.
So you can go sweet or savory with it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
so
amazing. Okay.
I also pickled Swiss chard stems. I'm not sure if that's too odd, but yeah, have a little taste if
Okay,
you
I'm
want.
gonna try the blueberries.
There you go.
So this is
It's like tangy, a little bit sweet.
Yeah,
There we go. We
Oh,
have serving it with
smells
cheese
good.
here.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a mess.
Maybe I should have gotten you a little spoon. There we go. What do you think? Devo approved?
Oh, amazing.
Delicious, right?
Good. And that's gonna last how long?
Oh, probably the flavor will intensify over time, but those could last in your fridge for up to 3 weeks, I would say.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's it. And then the Swiss chards. I got to try this
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you talked about it before.
Good little garnish for Caesar, I'd say.
Oh, dude.
It's tasty, eh? And most people
loving
would just
this.
throw out the stems of the Swiss chard, right? They usually trim them off and toss them, and this is a great way to save that. Because, I mean, whether you're buying the produce or growing it, growing takes a long time. Purchasing is expensive, so you want to make the most of what you have,
Yeah,
right?
I don't want to waste any little bit of it. Okay.
The next thing I like to do is macerate fruits and
Sorry,
onions
you
together.
said, what are we doing?
Macerate.
Okay,
Mac-
and what does that mean?
Most people might know maceration from blending sugar and a bit of vanilla and berries and putting it on top of like an angel food cake,
Okay.
or adding it into a drink like this over here. This is a gin from my hometown, actually, Black Fox Farm and Distillery. Amazing stuff. So that's a simple muddled blueberry and mint drink, but I like to go more savory with the roast. So all you do is you slice up some onions, which I've done here already. We're gonna add a bit of salt. And again, we're in Ontario, so what's in season right now? I also thought of peaches. So we can mash up the onions with the salt and the peaches. Yeah.
All of them, or
Yeah, sure.
Good amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the sweetness from the peaches is going to break down into the onions. The onions are going to break down as well, and the salt's going to blend everything together.
So just mash
Just a little, little mash, a little stir, and we'd put that in the fridge overnight. And what you're left with is this finished product here.
Okay.
I don't know if you can really see. You can taste this too if you'd like.
Yeah, you know I'm going to taste everything.
Yes,
man. That's
I mean,
how we do.
Me too. After I'm a little
Yeah,
hungry,
right?
honestly. I know you wake up early.
Yeah.
So, but this is again great with like cheese or crackers or grilled meats. Looks beautiful there. And then we did the same kind of thing with the wild blueberries there. So the same kind of idea. You get a bit more color from the blueberries
I love
and the
that.
onions,
Yeah,
but
with
yeah,
the onion?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna-
Just go for it.
Okay, I'm just like eating with my hands. Listen, South Asian, we eat with our hands. Dude, that with a salad?
Yeah,
Amazing.
super simple. It'd be nice topping for salad. Again, like a lot of
Burgers
texture.
even.
Oh, totally. Burgers
Right?
would be great. Hot dogs if you want to go a little bit more gourmet.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And last but not least, when you pickle anything, you end up with residual pickling liquid. And this is a dip from my cookbook Prairie. And you can really just add in some pickling liquid into, this is a mixture of sour cream, cottage cheese, and fresh herbs. But again, that pickling liquid, you don't want to waste it. There's so much flavor in it. You got like the onion, if you have garlic or bay leaf, again, you're just adding, you're basically bolstering the flavor of whatever sauce you're cooking. So that's sort of one idea there.
That is, it seems really simple.
Yeah.
Right? And it's intimidating
so.
for a lot of people
Yeah.
to do something that looks this good and maybe tastes this good, but it is pretty simple.
Makes everything
A few steps.
preserve and last a little bit longer too, right? Which is nice. So
Awesome. You also started a podcast with a mutual friend of ours, Amy Haff.
Yes. My friend Amy and I have a new podcast called Wish We Never Met, because we joke that we wish we never met each other. I'm not sure if you feel the same about me or
I
her,
mean,
but
listen,
perhaps.
before I tasted all this stuff, I kind of felt that way, but I am
Change your
excited
mind.
that we met. Yeah.
That is the goal of the podcast. So anyway, yeah, it's out everywhere, wherever you find podcasts, and we're having fun. Maybe we'll have you on sometime.
I'd love to be on
careful
there.
what you wish for.
I wish we I'm glad we met. Well, I'm glad we met. Dan, thank you so
Pleasure.
much
Thanks
for
for
this.
having me. It's great.
Everybody start pickling and
Macerating.
macerating. I'm going to make sure I say that correctly. All right, we're going to be back with more BT after this while I eat a little more as well. This is delicious, dude.